isn't something I'm comfortable with at all.
How do you think you played?
I don't think I played good. I don't think I played good at all.
The moment finally arrived. After all the hype, after all the speculation, after Browns fans had been chanting his name all season while Dillon Gabriel stumbled, Shedeur Sanders finally got his shot. And it was rough. 4 completions, 16 attempts, 47 yards, 1 interception, 2 sacks. At halftime, with Gabriel under center, the Browns led 16-10. By the time the final whistle blew with Sanders running the offense, Ravens 23, Browns 16. But the numbers only tell part of the story. What Shedeur said after the chaos in his first post-game interview as an NFL quarterback reveals everything about the kid behind the jersey. No spin, no media training, just raw, unfiltered truth from a 22-year-old who had just lived through his worst football nightmare and still faced the cameras. Picture this. Halftime. Browns up by 6. Dillon Gabriel just took a vicious hit, his head snapping off the turf. Concussion protocol. He's done. When asked when he knew he was going in, Sanders answers without a pause.
Right at halftime, so right before you see me, right when you see me.
No warning, no time to mentally prepare, no chance to take first-team reps during the week. Just, hey kid, you're up. Go beat the Baltimore Ravens defense with receivers you've barely thrown to. What was going through his mind at that moment?
It's time for me to step up.
That's it. No panic, no excuses, just pure confidence. It's time. But here's where this story gets real interesting, because what happened next exposes everything broken about the Cleveland Browns organization. When asked how he thought he played, Sanders doesn't sugarcoat anything.
How do you think you played?
I don't think I played good. I don't think I played good at all. I think it's a lot of things, we need to look at, during the week and go and just get comfortable, even throwing routes, with Jerry and throwing routes with all those guys. So I think that was my first ball to him all year.
Okay, that's accountability. That's a young quarterback owning his performance. But then comes the absolute bomb that should have every Browns fan furious at Kevin Stefanski. A reporter pushes further, asking about the lack of chemistry with the starting unit and whether there was a rust or acclimation period. Sanders keeps it brutally honest.
The thing that I was excited about is just being able to get out there, It's the first time I got hit, since my last game at Colorado.
His last game at Colorado. Not training camp, not preseason, not practice. His last college game was the last time this kid took a real hit before Kevin Stefanski threw him into a divisional rivalry game against a playoff-bound Ravens defense. And you know what? Sanders was excited about it.
Just having that feeling back, is good. And, I feel fulfilled overall when it comes to being out there practicing, going in between the lines, seeing actually what it's like. And I know I'm made for it.
After getting demolished, after throwing an interception, after completing just 25% of his passes, after watching his team blow a 6-point halftime lead on his watch, that's not delusion, that's not arrogance, that's belief. And in the NFL, if you don't have that, you're dead on arrival. Sanders nearly had his redemption arc. With under 3 minutes left, trailing 23-16, he engineered a drive that gave the Browns a real chance. On what could have been the game-winning touchdown, he threw a perfect ball to Gage Larvidon in the end zone.
I think every throw, is going to be complete until it's not, I know Gage is a dog.
That's a tough spot.
I have the most reps for Gage out of everybody out there. So we out there in the Hungry Dogs going at it every day. So yeah.
And there it is. The only receiver Sanders had legitimate chemistry with was Gage Larvidon, a practice squad guy. Not Judy, not Njoku, not Cedric Tillman. The Hungry Dogs. The guys who don't get first-team reps either. Sanders gets real about those hungry dog periods. The extra practice reps with backup players that were supposed to prepare him for this moment.
Yeah, it helped me understand the concepts live, you know. But it's different when it's different body types going out there, different way how people get out of routes. Like what I seen on the pick initially was I see his hips turn. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna be able to get out there. But at the same time, like playing quarterback is extremely hard.
This kid isn't making excuses. He's studying, he's learning, he's already breaking down tape in his head at the podium. Then comes the gut punch about what he actually needs to succeed. And the Browns didn't give him that. They didn't give him the reps, they didn't give him the familiarity, they didn't give him the preparation. When asked what was most difficult, the Ravens' coverage, the pressure, the speed, Sanders gives credit where it's due.
I'm gonna give them their props. It was a good football team, but I know the only way is up with it, for sure.
Even in defeat, even after getting humiliated, Sanders respects the game. But that last line, the only way is up, that's confidence without arrogance. That's belief backed by self-awareness. Then comes the moment that defines this entire press conference. A reporter asks what went right that he can build on for his next start. He pauses. You can feel the weight of the moment. And then he delivers the quote that should be plastered on every bulletin board in the Browns facility.
Losing isn't something I'm comfortable with at all. I just gotta take this one, you know? I gotta take this one, I gotta decompress, I gotta understand, like, you know, this really happened, you know, on my watch. So, I don't like the feeling.
On his watch, Dillon Gabriel got hurt. The offensive line couldn't block. The receivers couldn't get separation. The game plan wasn't designed for him. But Sanders isn't pointing fingers, he's taking it personally.
If I'm able to get out there and have an opportunity, I know that I'll be able to take everything to a different level. Like I said, I'm still the same confidence. I'm still me. I'll never go anywhere.
After throwing for 47 yards, after a 13.5 passer rating, after the worst debut you could possibly imagine, I'm still me.
Playing against a great defense. You got guys from the Pro Bowl out there, so it's like it's exciting to see, okay, this is what it's like. All right. This is what it's like. I'm excited for it. So, you know, I just gotta take this one, you know, and build on it.
He's excited. After getting destroyed, Shedeur Sanders is excited to face Pro Bowl defenders again. That's not normal. That's not how most rookies react after getting demolished in their debut. That's different. Then comes the most mature, most team-first moment of the entire press conference. Because Browns fans were chanting, "We want Shedeur," while Dillon Gabriel was still in the game. And Sanders had to address it.
Yeah, I'm extremely thankful. Well, first, let me say this. When Dillon out there playing and all that, I appreciate the fans, I appreciate everybody, but it don't really, I'm a good person overall, so I don't really like him not feeling comfortable, confident, you know, when he get out there, so.
Stop everything. This kid just said he doesn't like the fans chanting for him because it makes Dillon Gabriel uncomfortable. That's leadership. That's character. That's exactly what you want in a franchise quarterback.
You know, it puts everything in a tough spot, you know, and it's not helping the team, you know. So that could be taken as, okay, I'm being a distraction, even though I ain't doing nothing.
Shedeur Sanders is worried about being a distraction. After sitting on the bench all year, after watching Gabriel struggle, after the fans begging for him to play, he's worried about the team chemistry?
I'm thankful for the supporters, thankful for the fans, thankful for everybody out there, you know, that believes. And, yeah, when I got out there, I definitely felt them. And, you know, I'm truly thankful for it. And
he acknowledges the support. He appreciates it, but he's not letting it get to his head.
I'm just thankful that I'm out here. You know, I'm thankful for the opportunity, thankful for seeing all them 12 jerseys out there. And it was a great feeling for that. But the feeling of losing, that ain't nothing we're going to get comfortable with, like, on my watch, for sure.
There it is again, on my watch. Shedeur Sanders isn't treating this like a learning experience. He's not treating this like a rookie mistake he can laugh off. He's treating this like a personal failure that will never happen again. Was Shedeur Sanders' NFL debut a disaster? Absolutely. Did he play well? He told you himself, no. Should Browns fans panic? Not even close. Because here's what actually happened in Baltimore. A rookie quarterback who hadn't taken a hit since college, who didn't practice with the starting offense, who threw his first pass all year to his starting receiver, got thrown into a hostile division rivalry game against a playoff-caliber Ravens defense with zero preparation. And you know what? He fought. He studied. He learned. He took accountability. And when the cameras turned on, he didn't make excuses. The talent is there. The confidence is there. The leadership is there. The mindset is there. What's missing? A competent organization that actually prepares their backup quarterback. But if you listen to Shedeur Sanders, really listen to what he said in that press conference, you'll hear something that should excite every Browns fan. This kid believes he's made for this. He knows the only way is up. He refuses to get comfortable with losing, and he's ready to take everything to a different level. The Shedeur Sanders era has officially begun. It started with a nightmare. It started at the bottom. But as he said himself, this will never be like this again. And if Kevin Stefanski actually gives him first-team reps this week, if he lets Sanders build chemistry with Judy and the starters, if he designs a game plan around his quarterback strengths, then maybe, just maybe, the Browns have something special on their hands. Because one thing is crystal clear after watching that press conference. Shedeur Sanders isn't afraid of the moment. He's not intimidated by Pro Bowl defenders. He's not shaken by failure. He's just getting started, and the rest of the NFL should be paying attention.